All right, guys, every time we make a post like we did yesterday, talking about the difference between using leave it or drop it or no, or the various words we could use to interrupt or punish something, there's just tons of confusion surrounding it. So I want to make this video really quick to clarify exactly what I mean when I tell you there are certain situations you should use something like leave it or drop it, and certain situations where instead you should use no or whatever punishment marker that you are using. Leave it or drop it are reserved for things the dog is sometimes allowed to do. It is a command that very clearly tells the dog that you're not in trouble for doing this thing, but I need you to disengage temporarily from whatever act it is that you are partaking in. So no punishment is attached to that. You're not getting in trouble. Once I release you from leave it or drop it, once I end that command, you go right back to playing with your ball or eating your food or whatever it is I'm telling you to leave temporarily in that moment. No is a punishment marker that means that an unavoidable consequence is coming because of the thing that you did. So when I say no, it will always be followed up with some type of correction, like an e-collar correction, a leash pop, something like that, that clearly tells the dog you are in trouble for doing this thing. An unavoidable consequence is happening, and the only way you could avoid that consequence is by not doing that behavior ever again in the future. People get really hung up on the words. There's a lot of comments that are saying things like, oh, I just changed my word from drop it to no, or I changed my word from leave it to no. The words are irrelevant. You could literally say potato, and if every time you say potato, a consequence comes after you say potato, that will be a punishment marker, and that will be sufficient in stopping the unwanted thing that you want the dog to stop doing forever. And on the contrary, instead of using leave it, you could say watermelon, or you could say pickle, or you could say whatever the hell else you want. And same deal, as long as the expectation on the backside is clear, the dog will correlate and understand exactly what you mean in that moment. So again, really, really clearly, your command, leave it, drop it, potato, watermelon, whatever you want it to be, is reserved for things the dog is sometimes allowed to do, but I need them to stop doing in the moment. So it's a command that temporarily interrupts the behavior. No, or whatever your punishment marker is that you want to use, is reserved for things the dog is never allowed to do, because there will always be a consequence attached to that. So I'm not sure if I could say that any more clearly than that, or if anybody wants any further clarification on it, please ask me in the comments.